one thing that's awkward is when you get a no. Like what if you really want something in the relationship, you want to go somewhere on vacation and your partner's like a no, or you really want new furniture and you just feel like your partner's never going to be a yes. That's one simple example. Like what happens when your partner's a no or you're assuming it? I want more sex is a tough conversation. I want something specific sexually. That can be very scary to ask for. What about I don't want more sex or I want less sex? I'm worried I'm not enough. I want you to change something about your behavior. Something you're doing is bugging me. And then how about I have a confession or I've broken an agreement? That can be when I was, I think I was 18 and I had my first serious relationship, got drunk one night and cheated on my partner. And the next day I told her what happened, and boy, that was a tough conversation. Now, I know there are a lot of people, maybe some listening to this podcast, who might have broken an agreement or have something that could be a potential confession, and they haven't had that conversation and they're carrying it around. And I know that can be a very heavy weight.
Yes. Yes. So there are some major drawbacks to avoiding these conversations. Can you say more about that?
Big cost. I mean, you say I have a desire and I don't express it, I'm going to carry that around. If I'm carrying around something I feel guilty about, once I did something to someone that didn't seem like a big deal at the time, but later on I realized could have had a really big impact. It could have really hurt that person. And I was scared to confront it because I could have gotten in a lot of trouble. And I carried it for 20 years. And then finally I tracked down the person after 20 years of no communication. I said, hey, here's something I did way back. And if I hurt you at all, I'm really sorry. And the person could have made my life really, really difficult. And they just said, you know what? It's no big deal. I don't even remember. It's really nothing. And that was such a weight off me. And when I told my girlfriend that I cheated, she broke up with me. But had I carried that around, I can't even give you a frame of reference for it. I can't even imagine it. Except for I guess that other thing that I carried for 20 years. It's just horrible. I don't want anything hanging over my head that could bite me one day. That's how I live. And so I invite people, not like you're going to go and make all your confessions overnight and you're going to risk prison if you committed a crime. Like you really need to work out if the gain from having the tough conversation could outweigh. But I think we underestimate how it can hurt us to carry around something and to not be expressed. If we don't reveal to someone the things that we don't like or that we're embarrassed about ourselves, we cannot experience real love. We can never experience it because we know that all they can love is our front and part of us. So when I share something with someone and I'm worried about being judged and I take a risk, big risk, and I find that they love me anyway, then I experience that as real love. And I got that concept 20 years ago reading the book Real Love by Greg Bear. And I didn't know about that concept before. It made sense. Like if you want to feel loved, you have to show them who you are. And that's scary and it's a risk. They might judge you. They might pull away from you. They might break up with you. They might divorce you. But I would rather that happen than to wonder if they can really love and accept the real me. And I have compassion for that. I can understand that. It's a scary process to start peeling back the layers and revealing yourself to those that you're willing to trust with it. I mean, I've gotten more and more outspoken. I share more and more with people, and now I share on podcasts and in the media more and more about myself. But it's taken years to accept those parts, or to at least accept that I don't accept those parts. And I just had a date last night. It was a blind date someone set me up with, and I was really scared about showing up because I was so tired. My head hurt. And I've had a health issue for 10, 12 years. I've had chronic fatigue. And I was nervous to share that with her and let her know. That was a tough conversation. But I thought, I want to be relational, and I want her to know who she's dealing with and what she's dealing with. And if she decides she doesn't want to see me again because of that, then that'll hurt, but that's probably what should happen. And, I did share it, and I felt like we were really connected, and I had a great time, and my head got better, and we're planning to have another date.